Do I look wet? Oh, I got trash cans. I got trash cans to maneuver around, pushing my seated riding agility skills to the max. Well, that was almost an inauspicious, why am I going out to ride right now? Look at the skies. It's thundering and all this shit, and yeah, here I am. Hey, Duff here. No, what I was gonna say was it was almost an inauspicious beginning to this video. Hopped on the V13, and I did not have the one pedal fully engaged. It was kind of up at an angle, and I stepped on and I wasn't able to plant my foot the way that it should be immediately, and I almost ran into my Tacoma. I got very close to running into my Tacoma. Luckily I saved it last second. So yeah, here I am. Hey, what's up? Yeah, I know you haven't seen me on an EUC in a while. There's reasons. There's reasons, but we can talk about things, and hopefully we can do this without getting wet. Actually, my goal is to go to Dunkin' Donuts and get some coffee. That's my goal. So we can call this officially a V13 Dunkin' Donuts coffee run, or something like that. Hear that thunder? Happy Labor Day, by the way. Today is Labor Day. I have, luckily, any labor that I had scheduled potentially for this weekend has already been done. So I'm not quite sure what my Labor Day is going to include. We will figure it out together. So I can still ride the V13 seated. Haven't done it in a while. That was another reason I wanted to take out the V13. See all these people that are able to ride seated, enjoy the flexibility and comfort of riding seated, and this is the only wheel that I can experience that on currently. And also, people have been asking me about my LS2 helmet. They say, Duff, I haven't seen you wearing the LS2 helmet lately. Do you not like it? No, I do like my LS2 helmet. I just see the LS2 helmet as something for like more lengthy rides, you know, where you're gonna be going high speeds and open roads, and you know, and of course when you're doing a Dunkin' Donuts ride, it's helpful because you can flip it up out of the way. But yeah, no, I still like my LS2 helmet. And just for a lot of the riding that I've been doing lately, one of my lighter weight helmets gets the job done just as well. So yeah, LS2 is still a nice helmet. Rocking my 3D printed power knobs, or whatever you want to call them. And I'm cruising right now about almost 40 miles an hour, and it feels just fine. So since my last riding video, my wheel collection has changed a little bit. I did sell my M10 Mini. My M10 Mini that had all of 12 miles on it, yes. I basically did the range test on the Mini and very little else. And I sold that to a gentleman up in Port Charlotte. And I actually dropped it off on my way to a work conference in Orlando. So M10 Mini is no longer in my collection. And my M10 III works now, so I don't really need it. I have not purchased a Sherman L. My Sherman S has been for sale for a while. I haven't gotten any serious interest on it, which isn't surprising, you know, because there's a lot of people selling them right now, and they're just they're not moving. So it's not the end of the world. It's not like my life revolves around getting a Sherman L. If I get one, great. If I don't, it's my life will continue just as it is. So I'm not concerned about that either. But it is still for sale. I have it listed for, I think, I haven't changed the price. Originally $2,900, has less than 600 miles on it, in near perfect condition, has the seat mod, the shock covers, the kinetic pads. So yeah, I'll put a picture of it there. So if you are looking for a well taken care of Sherman S, hit me up. And whenever I pass someone, I still feel better standing up. Although I could ride by seated, but I just feel like I can react to things quicker if I am standing. Well, I know I can, so at least at this point. I know there's people that ride seated that can do pretty much anything seated that they can do standing, but I am not one of those people. Where's my phone? Oh, there's my phone. Hopefully the sound sounds, one of the drawbacks with the LS2 from a recording perspective is the sound was a little bit muffled, the audio. And that's because there was like, I think it's called a breath guard or something. I think that's the way that Dawn's described. Well, no, because her breath guard is up high actually. But anyways, there was a rubberized material underneath the chin here, and that was kind of making it harder for the mic to pick up my voice. So hopefully that is better now. I won't know until I watch this back. V13 is definitely different to ride, but also enjoyable. Oh, and okay, here comes the rain. Awesome. All right, well, remember we just did the, one of the most recent videos I did was when I did the rain test on my veteran Patton, when I rode in the tropical storm, which was stupid to do, but I did it anyways. And now the V13 is getting wet. I'm hoping this is just a small area of rain because I still want to go get coffees. My goal has not shifted as of yet, but I will be wet. That is one of the positives of Inmotion wheels, you know, modern Inmotion wheels, is they all have pretty solid water protection, official IP ratings, all that jazz. So I'm not worried about riding the V13 in the rain. As far as the wheel itself goes, I'm more worried about myself getting very wet in the rain, but it's okay. I don't melt underwater. I try not to melt at all, actually. Do I look wet? Oh, I got trash cans. To maneuver around, pushing my seated riding agility skills to the max, which are not that appreciable. One thing I have sitting in the box untouched at my house is my new Pidzoom rear view mirror. I actually forgot I ordered that months ago. I don't know, 3 months ago at least. It's maybe longer. It took forever. But I do have it now. I just haven't decided what helmet I want to test it to, because all of my helmets have rear view mirrors, as you can see, which do work well enough, although the Pidzoom mirror should be much better. Just got to figure out what helmet I want to use it on. So unlike when I rode in the tropical storm, where I did actually try to take some provisions to keep the DJI wireless mic setup dry, I wrapped it in a poop bag, you might remember. I don't have any of those provisions in place now, so I'm hoping the wireless mic is okay. I was gonna do just some extra distance back that way, but that way is kind of where the darker clouds are and more consistent rain is, so I'm just trying to do a more direct route to Dunkin' Donuts, even though I could use the time on the road. You know, riding is a good way to kind of, I don't know, clear your thoughts maybe? I don't know, just kind of grounds me in some ways, some weird ways, and I could definitely use that. So I would like to ride a little bit longer if I could, so we'll see if the weather cooperates. Just passed a guy coming at me riding a bike holding an umbrella. I don't know, have I ever seen anyone on an electric unicycle do that? I'm not sure. I'm holding a selfie stick. I guess I could hold an umbrella. I guess the problem is with the higher speeds on an EUC, you get the angle wrong, that thing's going to catch wind and fly out of your hand or pull you off the wheel. So it would take a little bit of practice, I think. But V13 is getting the job done. As usual, speed on this, it's very easy. We're doing 30s and it doesn't feel like anything. Speaking of the V13, I have seen there's several places advertising like even lower pricing on a V13. I think the lowest I might have seen is $2,900 maybe for a new V13. And to me, that's kind of a bargain for what you get. Yeah, it's a 50-mile range wheel, but it's a very comfortable cruiser. And unless you need to go ultra long distance, the V13 is a really nice road cruiser. Probably the favorite wheel I have just for cruising at this point. And the Sherman S is a great wheel for that too, but I can't sit on the Sherman S. So that's why the V13 has taken that top spot. Unfortunately, the rain situation is not getting better. It's actually getting slightly worse, but we will persevere because that's what we do. Okay. Big puddle. Right now, the rain has stopped over here. I'm about a quarter mile from Dunkin' Donuts, so it has stopped. Hopefully it remains that way. Oh, look at my hair. Oh my God. It's nice to see they finally upgraded the tables out here. If you've seen me at Dunkin' Donuts before, they had these metal tables that were very shitty. And it's like the welds that held it to the center pole had broken, so the whole table was pivoting. All of them were doing that, and now they've replaced them with solid stone sitting areas, which is much better. So good job, Dunkin' Donuts. I'm about halfway done. I'll probably drink the rest of it riding. I'm just trying to debate how much I want to push my luck as far as riding in the rain. I don't know. It's not raining now, obviously. Lots of pondering going on, and not just about rain. Yes, I installed the Temu Bluetooth helmet system in here. Can you hear this? It's in there, but I don't know, it's not a great system, and it's not that comfortable, so I might wind up ripping it out. Yeah, the biggest issue I have with the Bluetooth system I have in this is the speakers are, I don't know what the standard size is, but they feel like they're a little big, so I have to really stretch the helmet out to get it sitting comfortably on my ears. Otherwise it pinches and doesn't feel great. So right now it feels good, but that is one drawback. But of course the cost was great because it was like $20 and it does work. Sounds decent, allows me to do phone stuff, phone calls and all that kind of stuff. So for the money, it's a-okay. So I'm heading up towards the pickleball courts, which is close to my house. So that way I figure if it does start to rain a lot, I can just bail and head home. That's the thought. So anyways, like I've said, I've had a number of people ask me, hey, what's up, where you been, blah, 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 no live streams, not a lot of videos. And I've just, there's stuff going on behind the scenes. I posted on Instagram, I guess. It was an old picture from the old house of my calisthenics bar park. And the way that picture was situated, I was standing behind the bars, and there was these angles that were created between the vertical pole that supported the high bar that I had, as well as my pull-up bar and my parallel bars. All these intersections. And I used it kind of clicked in my head that, yeah, intersections are an important part of your life, right? There are certain points where you choose to go left or right. And if you go one direction, there's one outcome. If you go another direction, there's another outcome. Of course, no outcomes are ever guaranteed. You don't know what the outcome is. You know, we don't walk around being able to predict the future, only trying to point things in the direction that you hope will lead to a favorable outcome. And I've had a bunch of those intersections in my life, and there's you know, and there's been, you know, some recent big intersections, you know, relationship related, moving. That was a huge decision that luckily the end result of that choice at that intersection is positive. I'm very happy with where I am now. So it's just about, it's a hard thing to navigate, right? And of course I'm not unique in this. Everybody has this situation where you got to make a decision of how you want your life to go. And those decisions matter. Those decisions should not be taken lightly. And I don't know, do you ever get good at them? I don't know. Do you ever get good at that process? I don't know. I definitely wouldn't call myself good at it. That being said, I think all in all, I'm pretty fortunate with the way that my decisions have worked out thus far, even though I've made a ton of mistakes. A ton. And I will continue to make mistakes. But overall, I think I'm in an okay position, despite those mistakes. So what is to be learned from this? It depends on your perspective. Maybe you're in a similar situation where you feel like you're inside or approaching or near an intersection or just past one. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe you're one of those fortunate people that feels like they're on a straightaway where they are happy with where they are at. They don't have to necessarily worry about deviating from that path, at least not in the foreseeable future, and things are good. I've been in that situation. I've been there, and that is a good feeling. But it is not the only situation that you're going to run into. So yeah. So if that probably the best outcome of this is this was confusing, right? It's confusing. I have confusing thoughts at times, and that's just part of what it is. That's I don't know. I'm rambling. So yeah, if you want more detail, I don't know. Maybe you'll get it later. Maybe you won't. But after that nonsensical rant, the good news is it is not currently raining, so that's good. The bad news is with the helmet in the up position, I do not have my mirror, access to my mirror, so I need to turn to see my blind spots, and I'm not great at that. I guess, I don't know if I have poor neck flexibility, shoulder flexibility, I don't know. I'm not great at doing that. That's one of the reasons that riding backwards is not that easy for me, because it's not that easy for me to look over my shoulder going backwards. Because you see the guys that are good at it, they can twist like a freaking ostrich. I am not in that class. There are a few diehards here at the pickleball courts. They're a little wet from the rain, but yeah, there are people here. I've already played, let's see, I played pickleball Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, so I was considering doing it today, but I just, I don't know, didn't want to press my luck. I got through those 3 days without significant physical impact, so I was just going to call it good. You know, quit while you're ahead. Sometimes I'm a subscriber to that theory. Sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I'm ahead and I'll push it, and then I'm no longer ahead at the end of it. So, see, the great thing about having coffee is, you know, when when you run out of words, just take a sip. Stats for the ride so far. Of course, this is all wheel stuff. 40 mile an hour top speed, 12-mile ride so far. Yeah, I could use some more miles. This is another thing I love about the V13 is, you know, it basically has the app built into the screen. It's super cool. Anonymous mode engaged. This feels good to be out here. Back to seated. It is nice having this option. That's a big bump. Okay, I'm now on Bayshore Boulevard, right? On Bayshore, this is not a street you see me on very often. I don't know that I've ever filmed being on this, because I just don't ride it very much. But we are today, because we are just trying to spend time out on the wheel. We're gonna go wherever the skies look less foreboding, and this direction seems okay right now. I've had some people ask me what I thought of the Blitz, the Go Blitz, which has been Ronan reviewed it, Sean has it, Marty just got the Blitz. I think for what it does, I mean, it's a light wheel, great power, great torque. Oh, Wrongway has one as well, Adam, and he's loving it, you know, for jumping and stuff. And I mean, I think for people that are at the high end of the performance chain, that are looking for something that goes fast, or are racers, has a lot of suspension travel, and it doesn't cost as much as some of the wheels that are out there nowadays. So those are all positive things. There's some ergonomic things about the Blitz that don't make a lot of sense, but overall, the Blitz seems like a good wheel. Do I need to buy one? No, of course not. But seems like a good wheel. I'm clearly being watched. Not unusual. Not unusual. Now I'm passing my watcher, so they can watch me from the rear. It's so nice to have a wheel that I actually feel comfortable sitting on for prolonged periods of time. Like I tried sitting on other wheels, and like I remember I used to sit on my original Monster, and I could do it, but it wasn't that comfortable, and I would only do it for very brief periods of time. With the V13, I can sit my ass down and stay there pretty much as long as I want, it seems. So it's weird after 8 years of riding that I've been able to experience that for the first time. But yeah, it's nice. It's nice. That's why you know, there's guys out there that you'll see them riding seated more than standing, and I get it. Just realized I have a bike lane down here. Why am I not using it? Why am I on the sidewalk when I have a bike lane? Some of you may say safety, right? Well, that's a good point. That's a good point. Oh, speaking of safety, there's a guy on I think the original post was on the Electric Unicycle org group in Facebook. He was riding his S22 Pro with no gear, and I guess the gear police swooped in and were kind of chastising him for not wearing gear, any gear, and I guess he was doing kind of aggressive riding. And then he did a video where he justified him not wearing gear, saying he's very well experienced in falling. He knows how to fall, so because he knows how to fall, he doesn't feel like he needs to wear gear. And of course, you know, if you ask me my opinion, I would say I don't agree. But I also have the opinion that I don't really care. I don't care if someone makes that choice for themselves, and this is different than my opinion was years ago. I used to kind of advocate for other people doing other things that made more sense, but I don't do that much anymore. And this is just another case. Like if you don't want to wear gear, that's fine, as long as if you are not wearing gear, you fall and you hurt yourself in a significant manner, that's on you, right? Yeah, I won't be happy that you fell, but if you fell and you got injured, you have no one to blame but yourself, right? So that's kind of my opinion on it. There was people that were chastising him for that, and people that were in the camp similar to me, do what you want. Marty being one of them. Marty's very much that way as well. So yeah, me, I will wear gear. I wouldn't say that I know how to fall. I think I mean, I've fallen, but not like a lot of people, and not nearly the amount of times as other people have fallen. So I wouldn't say I'm adept at falling. So because I'm not adept at falling, I would rather have a gear safety net to minimize the end result if I would happen to fall. I've sort of backtracked here, kind of where I was, and I just realized I have another opportunity here for additional mileage by going into Sugden Park and just trucking around that I don't know, it's a 1.5 mile course or something like that inside. Why not? Might as well. Oh, I forgot to mention, Roger posted in his Roger Charger Telegram group the beta test of his app. He has an app for iOS. Like, one of the negatives, at least for me, because I'm an iOS user, is the support for iOS with the original native app was clunky, and it just didn't work great. Now he has a app for iOS. Right now you need something called Test Flight, I guess, to run it, because it's a beta product. But when it becomes a full iOS app, that won't be the case. But it connects to the charger via Bluetooth, and then allows you to set all your settings on the phone, like the old app could do, but functional in iOS. And in there you can build profiles. You can also have preset charging options, like you can only charge a wheel to 60%, like if you're going to store it for a while, or full charge. When you put in the type of wheel, it knows what the voltage is of it, which is nice. And it worked well. When I charged the V13 with it yesterday, actually, and I used the app to do all the settings, it worked great. So I think that's another strong reason to look at the Roger chargers. Performs great. Good. I have the SC, the small form factor one, and I really like it a lot. This is a nice place to ride. Actually, this would be a great place for me to ride over with my my OneWheel. This is a great path for the OneWheel. I've done it a few times. Not enough, but this is really a great one-wheel terrain, so I need to put that on the short list. I actually took my OneWheel with me to the work conference I was at in Orlando last week, and was it last week? Yeah, it was. And I had it in the trunk of the Tesla, but I never actually got the opportunity to ride it because we had other things going on, unfortunately. So I have not ridden my OneWheel GT in months, and I'm not proud to say that because I do love it. The more I'm out here in the V13, the less my desire is to push myself financially to get a Sherman L, really. I mean, I've always in the past, the desire to have cutting edge, latest and greatest has always been, a driving force in some situations, because, who doesn't want to have the latest and greatest? But with wheels like the Sherman L costing $4,500, it's no longer a flippant decision to buy one, unless you're Marty, of course. If I step out of wants and then I step into the world of needs, do I need a Sherman L? No, I do not. The wheels I have more than satisfy my my desires as far as riding goes. So I don't know. See if I can stay in that mindset. If I sell my Sherman S, someone buys it, then maybe I would reconsider it, but I'm not gonna drive myself crazy trying to get one. Looking at the onboard display, looks like I have burned about 25% of battery, so based on my prior range rides. That would work out to be roughly, I don't know, 12 and a half miles? Doesn't, okay. Well, that's actually, because I was at 12 miles at Dunkin' Donuts. So yeah, we're actually doing pretty good battery-wise right now. Okay, I am finally resigning myself to heading back to the household. Yeah, it's fine. Someday I'd need to ride back out to my old house again and do that roughly 50-mile ride. I haven't done that in a little while. I think that's what I need. Just not today. But I did just realize I haven't eaten lunch yet. And I'm right by Wawa, so I'm going to take care of that task as well. More efficient that way. I love efficiency. Mission accomplished. All right, I'm back. Good ride. Said on the wheel it says I did 23 miles. It's probably closer to 20, if not less than that. But good ride. Felt good to get out there. Lots of subjects covered, and take what you want out of it. Who knows? I don't even know how to summarize or describe exactly the theme of the ride, but it worked for me, so that's all that really matters, right? So if you found this video interesting, entertaining, strange, confusing, hey, whatever. Please think about giving it a big thumbs up. If this is your first time visiting a channel, please consider subscribing. And if you're going to subscribe, hit the notify bell that's over there somewhere. Feel free to leave your comments, suggestions, ideas, and thoughts below. Huge thanks to my channel members. I haven't checked probably in the last week, but I believe I'm still holding at 23 or 24 channel members. Right here they are. Thank you, channel members. And also, I did want to take a second. This is something that I haven't really done, but just if you've watched the entire video and you're here at the end of the video, thank you, because you know so many people, attention spans nowadays in the world we live in are about that big. So if you actually stayed to the end of the video, thank you for that as well. I think that's all I have for now. I hope you have a great Labor Day. Maybe your weather's a little better than here, because again, it looks like it could rain at any time, but hopefully sunny skies are ahead for you and for everybody. I hope sunny skies are in your future. For you, for me, for anyone that we care about. So that's all I have for now. Till next time, Duffman out. Baby, are you done hiding? I'm surprised she's out here. When I left her, she was, yes, I'm surprised you're here. When I left, she was in my office, underneath her dog bed. I had her dog bed under my office, or under my desk. Let me just show you. Elsa, let's show them where you were hiding when I left. She was scared because of the thunder and all that kind of stuff. So when she's scared, I put the dog bed under my desk for her to sit on. But in this case, she was underneath it actually. That was an extra layer of protection. Right, baby? Right? You feel better now? Okay. Okay, good.